Happy Saturday! Today is Saturday, February 20th, week 7 of 2021. We've had a great week. I hope you have too. Gotta make this really quick this week. We were just about to head out the door with Zach. Brian and Ben are away at friends' houses tonight, so it's just the three of us, Jill and I and Zach. We're gonna go out and have a burger or something and just enjoy the evening. Sunday started with Valentine's Day. It was the coldest Valentine's Day on record in over 100 years here in the Ozarks. These low temperatures this week have obliterated records all over the country. On Monday, I had the day off. My company gives us most of the federal holidays off, and Monday was President's Day. So I had that day off, which was nice because I got to have a snow day with Jill and the boys. We did a puzzle that day, had a bunch of movie posters on it from the 60s, 70s, 80s, mostly 80s. We really enjoyed that puzzle. It was a lot of fun. The boys were out of school on Tuesday, and in fact they ended up being out of school the entire week because of the temperatures and the icy road conditions and that type of thing. We don't have the plows and things here in Missouri that they have up further north. They ended up keeping school closed for the entire week because of that. I got curious on Tuesday about electric grids and electricity distribution. I wanted to learn more about that, so of course, where do you turn? YouTube. Found quite a few different videos out there explaining how power grids work and how everything in North America is structured. It's far more complex than I expected it to be. I guess I shouldn't have been surprised. I mean, it is a big undertaking to distribute power across the entire continent. On Wednesday, we had more snow, and that day at lunch, I watched a video from a guy by the name of Erik Wen. Erik talks about this concept, this analogy that he uses called the YouTube smoothie, and he basically is suggesting that you take all of the ingredients that make you as a person, and you take the things you value the most and put those on the top and make those part of your smoothie of what you want to be about in your content. Because if you don't pick the things that are most important to you, then you end up losing interest in it over time, and people lose interest in watching it because you're not interested anymore. I found that very helpful, very insightful, but I also found it led me to a point that I've been before of analysis paralysis. I know that I'm going to make it through that if I just keep pushing through and working on what I have in front of me. Is still no less frustrating each time to get there. Just kind of feel like you're not sure how you're going to break through to something useful. What I always end up doing in those processes is I take a bunch of post-it notes and paper and I write things down of all the different ideas that are going through my head, and I try not to even organize them at that moment. In the end of it, I came out with something that I like more than anything else. I'm going to be exploring ways to make that more of what I do in my creativity. On Wednesday, Ben came into my office here. He likes to come in every day, at least once a day, and just say hi and ask for a hug. And of course, that warms my heart. I just noticed when I hugged him on Wednesday that he's in the middle of a growth spurt, and he is growing taller by the minute. I was noticing that we were looking eye to eye. He's less than an inch shorter than me at the moment. He's probably going to be the tallest person in our whole family. His little boy voice is gone. He's not baby Ben anymore. They're all becoming men. I'm so glad that I'm taking the time to make videos of how this feels in this time period. Some of the people I graduated from high school with are now grandparents. On Thursday at lunch, I was pleased to find that on YouTube there are more videos being produced out there of people interviewing centenarians, people that are 100 years or older. Their advice for joyful and happy living, great relationships, all of those types of things. I figure who better to listen to than someone who's lived over 100 years and is still happy. If you can live that long with all the garbage that goes on in this world and still find joy and happiness, curiosity and love, you're someone I want to listen to. You're someone I want to take your advice because you've been through it. The boys had no school again on Friday. They were thrilled about that. Don't think they're going to be so thrilled when they get to the end of the year and have to do some makeup days because they have a minimum number of days that they have to have school. But in the short run, they're enjoying it. So that's good. That brings us up to today, Saturday, February 20th. We are just now, how many days till spring? It's 27, 26? 20 something days until spring. You know, I'm not just pining for that. I'm doing things in my life, you know, even though winter's not my absolute favorite, but I'm excited for things to get warm and green. So that wraps up the week. We're headed out with Zach to just go hang out and have some fun. So have a great week. We'll see you next week.